What's up, y'all? I'm Nika Muhl, a Seattle Storm guard and a UConn alum. And join me as I reflect on my journey and share what's next. Welcome to Day Pass, exclusively on Game Network. To be back at UConn and just walk in the arena and see all my teammates and coaches, it's a feeling that I can't even explain with words, to be honest with you. Like the goosebumps, I start sweating, it's just a very rewarding moment for me to step into this building every single time. Not even this building, just on this campus, and be surrounded with the people I call family. I don't get to see them as often, since I left, so every second I get with any of the people in here, this is a community, it's a family, so any second I get to have a little conversation or just like a hug or a high five or whatever it is, I cherish that so much, it's so close to my heart, so the best moments ever.
Nika Muhl sneaks the look. Shade. That's over there on that baseline. And one hand sort of up. That's not a contest. You cannot contest.
UConn fans have definitely been there since day one, through the thick and thin, ups and downs. Their love and support means so much. I have always cherished those connections so much just because I was so far away from home. So having them close just felt like, my family's with me. And I know it sounds cheesy, but it's true, they're so loyal. They're crazy, I'll tell you that, they're crazy. But that's what I love. I love their emotion, I love their passion. It's electric in this building every single game. And they make this great, Yes, the players, yes, the coaches, all the people that have come through the program, but it's the fans, the legacy, the new generations coming in, watching women's basketball, they make this great. And I love being a part of that. Looking back at my journey, at UConn and now playing pro overseas and the W, where do I start with the lessons that I've had to learn? I came in here being a kid, being dumb, being very irresponsible, uncoachable at times. I'm keeping it real. And they helped me grow up as a person, as a player, on and off the court. I've had to learn how to be unselfish. I've had to learn how to be a good teammate, which doesn't necessarily mean always being positive, I've had to learn how to be a leader and how to be a listener, how to be a follower. There was so much for me to learn, and there still is, but I feel like this place and Coach REM and CD and all the coaching staff, they prepare you for the worst and they prepare you for the best. And I felt like I was ready, It's just a feeling, and I'm forever grateful to them for that.
And then when you're actually sitting in the stands, you're like, damn, they really talking.
No, for real.
Always respect my team.
You hear the outrageous stuff.
Nice.
Pass, okay. Get it, ice?
Yeah, ice! Get up! Get up!
The way I would describe my personal style is probably always evolving. I don't think I have a word for it. It's really just daring and me taking risks and I love being out of my comfort zone. It's my favorite thing ever. So whenever I can put on something crazy or different, I just don't like to look the way everybody else does. That's kind of been my thing for the most part. But then again, the confidence is the key for me. So whether I'm wearing a trash bag or the most expensive outfit, it's gonna be the same confidence. And that's how I kind of go by the whole fashion thing. And I think that comes from my mom, She's the most fierce, confident woman I know. She definitely taught me how to fake confidence and how to turn it into real confidence. So I feel like that's the same thing for me on the court, off the court, in the tunnel, wherever I'm at, you gotta fake confidence sometimes for it to get going. So
fans about ready to go nuts here as entering the game for the first time this season. Rookie Nika Muhl She had visa issues, and look at this. Welcome to Seattle. Standing ovation from the crowd.
I feel like for me personally, the transition from college to the W was maybe not as challenging work ethic wise, because I learned work ethic here at UConn, and you know, I kind of just sharpened it here. It was mostly like dealing with challenges of not playing as much. You know, I haven't played much my first year in the W. Meanwhile, at UConn, I've had to play 40 minutes for like 2 seasons because we had so many injuries. So I feel like that was the biggest challenge for me. That was like a test of don't give up, you know, repetitively doing the same thing, staying consistent. I feel like I've learned to stay consistent and be happy with little wins, small wins. And also just I still have such great vets at Seattle that have helped me through all of that, and the coaching staff is incredible. I love all of them. So I've always had a good support system around me wherever I was. It was just about me, you know, listening and taking that in and figuring it out myself. So I would say the challenge of not playing has been the biggest so far for me. And like, what do I do with that time? How do I get better? And I think I figured it out.
Drives inside. Should have gone to the bucket. Looked to pass to the wing instead. Oh no. Muhl's on the floor in pain.
Yeah, my biggest recent adversity has been my ACL injury. And I mean, it happened at the worst time for me. I was finally, you know, playing. I was playing well. I was so hyped. I was full of energy. I was ready. And I might think it happened at the worst time, but I think it happened at the best time. And I'm grateful for it. You know, it took me time, and I'm still on that journey to where I'm trying to find meaning. But I figured that you don't have to be looking for meaning. It's really about, it's just a challenge. It's just a test. It's just adversity, and what do you do with it? So what I'm choosing right now is to take that experience in, enjoy that journey. It's a special one. I didn't get to experience it ever. So I'm kind of grateful for it. You know, it's allowed me to be home more than ever. I've got to spend time with my family. I get to be here, which otherwise I wouldn't be able to do. So I'm taking all these experiences in because hopefully I never, you know, get that experience again. But it's been full of ups and downs so far. I'm happy where I'm at, 4 months right now. So we're running, we're good, we're moving, right? But yeah, I'm happy with it. I can't wait to see how I get back from this. I'm very excited for the new me.